The health and wellness of our family is truly the biggest form of happiness. It really is. And PANADO has the power to fight pain and fever and bring you relief so that you can get back to what matters most. And as parents, I think we know that healthy food is a great way to keep the family healthy. And one of my favorites is back. Chef Charti is here to help us whip up a healthy and delicious Mediterranean steak bowl that the entire family can make together and enjoy together, courtesy of PANADO this morning. You ain't no headache to me, my friend.
No,
oh, buddy, so good to see you. First of all, how are you in this crazy world?
Oh, absolutely fabulous. Rocking, rolling, busy, and yeah, life just carries on and morphs there. But wonderful to be back in this kitchen, all new and spruced up and all the rest of it.
It's beautiful, man. We got a brand new bag, baby, and we need a brand new diet to take us into the new season. There is something about a bowl that allows you to really see what you're doing and create something with purpose.
Oh.
In this case, we want the flavor. We've got beautiful steaks. Let's ramp up the health elements around that. What are you making for us this morning, my friend?
Well, we're going on a sort of Mediterranean sort of journey, and you know, we're going to just grill off some steaks and then start bringing some Mediterranean flavors together, something fresh, healthy. You know, we get to that stage of this time of year, you know, things a bit heavy and you just want something light, but you still want that protein element as well. So
yeah, and this packs a punch nutritionally, obviously. There is a beautiful balance of nutrients coming into this, but I always talk about the flavor bazooka. You want to make sure that if you're going healthy, make sure you include flavors that you know are going to land well. You know what your family enjoys, you know what you enjoy, so give yourself a little bit of that. You don't have to be a pariah to enjoy healthy food when we've got produce that is this good around us.
Absolutely.
Literally.
I couldn't agree more with you. It's all about hearing the one ingredient. You know, you don't need lots of bits and pieces, just a really good steak with some lovely salad ingredients, and that's what we need to do.
Life.
So what I've done here is I've got steak that I've just oiled. I'm going to put a little bit of steak spice on there as well. So just season that as generously as you like, or whatever flavor combination you enjoy.
Because I find, like, I'll often do just a salt oil. I'll kind of ramp it up, but you don't have to really push the bone out, because there is a lot of obviously natural fat in a steak, a nice little sirloin. I'm guessing these little guys.
Absolutely.
You've got the natural fats, which is absolutely beautiful. For me, I like a bit of a coating just to get that crust. And I'll often let it rest. I think Chef Clem was the one who taught me that the major difference between kind of a restaurant steak and what you do at home normally is just how much time you give it to chill before and after you've cooked it.
Absolutely, that is vital. So, general rule I always say, with red meat, always oil the meat, and especially when it's going into a griddle pan, dry griddle pan there. So that's nice and hot. When it's smoking, then take it on and just pop it on like that.
You want maximum value. You want that baby to sizzle when she touches.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then, very importantly, leave it alone. So very simple, very straightforward in that.
I love it. OK, we're going to let her do her thing, and then I'm assuming you're going to need to come over and start working. What's the next phase?
Put you to work or not yet.
I'm ready for you, man. I'm ready.
I think this is where it's fun to start playing around, and we're going to layer it up. So we've got a little bit of hummus, obviously pick it up on the Mediterranean aspect of it.
I love it.
Lettuce, olives, some roasted tomatoes, any bits of little bits of leftovers, some roasted vegetables would work really well with that.
And again, the Mediterranean vibe is that. If you can roast up some courgettes, maybe
absolutely
a little bit of butternut, something like that. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know, we're not using the bread on purpose here, but you could just put all of this in a pizza. Great, but I like this deconstructed version of.
Very nice, absolutely beautiful. Very much so. So if you want to sort of let's just layer this up together. I mean, that's, you know, the whole idea. We make a big bowl or a small bowl.
What's nice here is you can go quite bespoke. If people want to kind of create their own bowls, let's call it a fondue for a new generation, where we can all sit around one meal and create. And this is absolutely fresh, and it's popping, and it's filled with that flavor. So I just want to drive something home, because as a dad, obviously, for me, you need to be able to step in and help your kids in those critical moments, and often you just don't know what to do. You just want to make it easier, and PANADO offers the power to fight pain for the whole family when you need it most. It's amazing how often I lean on this as a parent, a trusted pain reliever for, obviously, the pain and the fever, with the widest choice in terms of getting it into our little ones. We've got the innovative drops, the 5ml sachets, capsules, tablets, effervescent format, which I just kind of believe works better. Then you've got the syrups, obviously, for the children in a variety of flavors that they absolutely love. This is kind of how you would dress up a medicine for me. If you want me to eat healthy food, make it look and taste and feel beautiful.
Well, I think this is medicine in itself, with all these sort of healthy things. I've got feta, I've got cucumber going in here as well. So lots of flavor. Love those Mediterranean flavors that we were talking about. Olives, you know.
there is something about the Mediterranean way of eating, this kind of meze style, that is a lot healthier, and it allows you to include some kind of exciting, dynamic flavors, and it lands as a beautiful, well-balanced, healthy meal that isn't too rich.
Absolutely. Well, if you think you got all the components here, you got something sort of quite creamy with that hummus at the bottom, obviously the feta as well, but it's bringing that wonderful salty note.
That umami,
you got the olives bringing a wonderful bitter note to it as well, and then the steak, which is really the hero here at the end of the day.
Can I slice this puppy up?
Please, let's slice it up there. So what you can do is when you're looking here at the cooking, you can actually see it cooking up the sides there, and you want to be in control of it. So don't sit there turning. When cooking steak, you're going to turn it once only, and that is it.
That's your vibe.
So the amount of time that it's on this side is going to be the same amount of time on the other side. And if it comes away easy like that, you actually know that your pan was hot enough. If it's stuck, it means your pan wasn't hot enough.
And there you can see on those griddle lines that beautiful crust,
look at that. But it is
caramelization.
So important to leave that like that there. And then obviously it needs to come off and rest, which that piece of steak has done there, as you can see.
It's just sliding through. And that's, like, I know often with a steak we'll say rare, because you want to preserve the integrity of the meat. If you want to cook it through a little bit longer to kind of render those fats, that's okay. Just give it time to rest. Is there a time frame in terms of the resting ratio?
A steak like this, 5 to 8 minutes is all you want to do. So it's still a fair bit of a length of time. It doesn't have to be super long, but very important. When you actually cut, there should be no juices or what we term as blood running around there. So that is actually rested long enough. As you can see, it's lovely and
absorbed
clean.
it all back
that liquid has gone back into there, and that's it. I mean, you're a hearty man,
we're not going to leave an absolute crumb here, not a morsel. Chef Charles, I love this, and I know this is kind of your vibe, from farm to table, making sure that it's fresh, but most importantly, hero, the food. We are so blessed to live with all of these beautiful, healthy ingredients in the ground and in the farms right around us. And I think there is always a way to incorporate care into your family. And PANADO is making it a lot easier. They are showing you just how important it is with the widest pediatric range of flavors and formats. And that makes a difference for parents, and that's for pain and fever relief. And I think it's probably the biggest resource in South Africa when it comes to our little ones. Well, maybe the second biggest, because we get a little inspiration from our mates from time to time. But go and try this at home, and please, we want to see pictures, proof, lots of messy faces. That looks
Introducing
well
PANADO
done.
Pediatric Syrup 5ml sachets. They're really convenient to pack and easy to use, so you're always prepared for pain and fever, anytime, anywhere.